Hello, and welcome to my review of the MTH Red Arrow K4 set. The Red Arrow is a seldom modeled passenger train that the Pennsylvania Railroad ran from New York City to Detroit. The Red Arrow was one of the few passenger trains that ran from New York to Detroit on the Pennsylvania, and it soon became a very popular and premier service to the city. Perhaps its most famous moment was actually in 1947 when a train wrecked going around the curve near Altoona, Pennsylvania. Despite this unfortunate history, the Red Arrow had a long series of success as a passenger train. It was named after a division in the infantry in World War I. As one of the Pennsylvania Railroad's premier passenger trains, it would be often pulled by a K4 Pacific class. The K4 was the Pennsylvania Railroad's premier passenger locomotive. They produced over 400 of them and they served until the late 50s. The K4 in this set is in its pre-war configuration, meaning the look that it took between the 1920s and the 1940s. After World War II, the Pennsylvania Railroad would do quite a few changes to its steam locomotives, including a cast pilot and changing the headlight and dynamo locations. I generally prefer the look of the pre-war locomotives, but the post-war is really cool too. When locomotive 1361 is restored, it'll be restored in its post-war appearance. The picture earlier in this video is actually of 3750, which is preserved at Strasburg, Pennsylvania. This set is an MTH Premier set. It doesn't come in a decorated box like the Lionel sets usually do, but it does have the same scale proportions and features that you know and love. The set features a K4 locomotive, an R50B reefer, two passenger cars, and an observation car. The set originally had an MSRP of $1,000, and it premiered in May of 2013. Next up, let's look at some of the features of this set. Starting with the locomotive, you can see that MTH did a faithful reproduction of this locomotive. The gold pinstriping on the driver wheels and the tender are particularly some of my favorite features of this. In typical MTH fashion, you can see several of the separately applied details, including the throw for the coupler on the front of the pilot, the marker lights, the dynamo, and the headlight. Moving further back, we can see the bell, sand dome, steam dome with the cast whistle, and the drive gear. I find the valve gear on these K4s particularly interesting. Moving back, we see the tender with the chains on the trucks, as well as the distinct pinstriping and opening water hatches. This set also comes with an R50B reefer, which is one of MTH's most detailed freight cars. For example, the ice hatches actually work and open. So does the center door. I only took one passenger car out to run the length of it, but as you can see, there's diaphragms, couplers, the six-wheel trucks, and interior figures in each of the cars. The observation car actually has a Red Arrow drumhead on the back. Enough talking about the set and the details, let's actually get it running.
mark on track 1. Train number 69, Red Arrow.
This stop is Pittsburgh.
Watch your step. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard. Ticketed passengers only. Let me help you with your baggage. Now we're departing for Detroit on track 1, train number 69, Red Arrow. Welcome aboard. Step right this way. Watch your step. All aboard. I see the conductor's checked his watch again. Must be time to go. Conductor's giving us a highball signal. Let's get down the line.
As you can see, this set turned out pretty nice. I had a spare RPO car that I also brought when I took this to my friend's house to run. The locomotive may not have whistle steam, but it's still a really cool model and a really cool set. I've actually had this set since 2020, but this is the first time that I've actually gotten to review it since then. The set has a few features up its sleeve, but I didn't run the locomotive with smoke this time, nor did I run the extended startup or shutdown. If you're interested in this set, I will run the item number below. It may be hard to find, but I would just watch eBay if you're interested in getting one. Once again, thank you for watching this video. I'm finally getting around to recording some of my backlog, and I had a good time recording this with my friend. Fortunately, every so often my friend will do an open house for running at his layout, and I was invited the last time he did it. I'm actually in the process of finding a permanent home for my modular layout to store between shows. As such, you'll probably be seeing me running some trains at my friend's layout in the near future. If you happen to know of any spaces in Kansas City or the surrounding area that want a layout displayed more year-round, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you. As always, if you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe and hit that bell button if you want notifications. I really do appreciate every one of you who watches my videos, and I look forward to making some more new ones in the near future. Thanks!